Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to explain your tiny house project. So what you're doing is you're going to be creating a tiny house for a real life client, which should be somebody who lives in your house. So this could be a sibling or a parent or perhaps a grandparent, etc. So you're going to draw exactly a 300 square foot home for this person. It could be more of a cabin or not. It needs to include a bedroom, at least one sleeping area, and it needs to include a bathroom that has at least a 3/4 bath, which would be a toilet, a sink, and a shower. But what you're going to want to do first is review some tiny house shows if you're not super familiar with tiny houses. And then you're going to complete the design brief. So the design brief looks like this. So you're going to find someone in your house. So again, brother, sister, parent. You are the designer. So your designer's name is here. And the problem statement is I am designing a small house that has everything that person's name wants, but I only have, and you need to tell me how many square feet you have, which by the way, I keep saying the answer. And then the design statement, what does your client most want? So what thing do they absolutely need? Do they need a bunk bed? Do they need a washer dryer combo unit? Do they need a place for their cat? Like what is some unique criteria that they want? Do they have a lot of shoes? They need shoe storage. And then the constraints would be like the number of square feet. And these you're going to find in Google Classroom. It'd be like the things that you're having to work within. And it could be like the size restrictions too of the walls. And then deliverables, what two things are you turning in? Hint, one of them I'm holding right now. And then the other is going to look something like this. So you need to decide how you're going to draw your exactly 300 square foot house. So if their tiny home has wheels, you're probably going to want to use the 10 foot by 30 foot. And remember that if I use the graph paper that I put in the back of your what's it called, your packet of stuff that I gave you, and I measure this, I'm using the quarter inch scale. Each of these squares equals a foot. So I just cut out 10 by 30 feet so I can visualize it. And I cut out the 15 by 20. And if you do the math, 10 times 30 is 300 and 15 times 20 is 300. So both of these are the same. Okay. So again, this one would be if you have it on wheels. This one would be as if you have a foundation. So you might want to talk to your person. Do they want more of like a trailer that can move, or do they want a permanent structure? Okay. So you're going to end up creating this in Room Planner. So I created this example. And so a reminder that you're going to be using the quarter inch scale ruler. So if I were to take that on graph paper and line up at 0, I would go from 0 to, let's say 20 to do mine. So that would be 20 feet. And then let's say I need to do to 15. So again, I'm going to line up at 0 and I'm going to go to 15. Now I need to connect my other walls, but I have the basic perimeter of what I'm doing. Okay. So I would need to then do the other side. And you do not have to do both of these. I was just kind of doing both to show you. Now, to be a little bit tricky, let's say I'm doing the one that has that is 15 by 20. If you want to move some of it, like let's say I want to make an area slightly bigger on one part of the house, you can cut out kind of like visually and move. So let's say I wanted to move it like that. I could still do that because I am still staying within that 300 square foot exact perimeter difference. Okay. So remember that when you are creating this, you should be using common symbols. And I have this listed in Google Classroom for like sinks, showers, double bed. This did get a little blurry when I printed it, but you can see the sizes. Now, with tiny homes, it is possible to buy smaller appliances, like a smaller fridge, a smaller washer dryer combo unit. So be thinking about how you could do things a little creatively. So in my one that has a foundation, I have made a 1 bedroom with an L-shaped sink. I have a very small bathroom. I have a stacked washer dryer here, a kitchen area, and a table. If I was going to show this to the client, I can already see some things I would probably want to fix, or in here I've got a lot of wasted space. So I might want to work with my client and kind of improve that a little bit. On my one that would be on wheels, and again, you do not have to move both of these. I was just trying to show you options. I kind of forgot to include the space of the thickness of the exterior wall. So all of this would be squished in a little bit more. So I've got the bed, a built-in storage area, a sink that's in the open, and the bathroom is closed, the shower and toilet. It's a little awkward getting around the toilet into the shower though. Then I have another washer dryer combo, fridge, some uppers, a very tiny stove, sink, TV storage, sofa, chair, kind of like an island slash table. And then I have some bookcase storage behind here. So one thing I'm noticing that I forgot to do is I didn't include where my windows are. That's a pretty important thing I left out. And I also didn't include any thickness for the walls. So I would need to improve this before I go into Room Planner. So again, you're going to work with your client to try to make something that they like. Okay? Good luck. Let me know if you need help.